You are the author of your life story. Every day, you hold the pen, ready to write the next chapter. But here's the thing. Are you writing a bestseller or just scribbling notes? Are you creating a masterpiece or doodling in the margins? The choice is yours. And it all starts with how you see yourself. Think about it. How do you show up in your own life? Do you walk into a room like you belong there, or do you shrink into the corner? Do you speak your truth with confidence, or do you mumble and hope no one notices? These aren't just questions about behavior. They're questions about belief. Because how you act is a direct reflection of what you believe about yourself. Now, I'm not talking about putting on a show or pretending to be someone you're not. I'm talking about aligning your actions with your true potential. I'm talking about acting as if you are already the best version of yourself. Because here's the secret. You already are. You just need to believe it and act accordingly. Let me tell you a story. There was once a young woman who dreamed of being a great artist. She had talent, no doubt about it, but every time she picked up a paintbrush, she hesitated. She looked at the work of famous painters and thought, I'll never be that good. So she painted timidly, afraid to make bold strokes or use vibrant colors. Her paintings were fine, nothing special. One day, her art teacher gave her an assignment for the next month. He said, I want you to paint as if you're already a world-renowned artist. Paint as if your work is destined for the finest galleries. Paint as if you're the best. At first, the young woman felt silly. Who was she to act like a great artist? But she trusted her teacher and gave it a try. And you know what happened? Her paintings transformed. They became alive with color and energy. They had a confidence and spirit that wasn't there before. By acting as if she was the best, she allowed her true talent to shine through. This isn't just a story about art. It's a story about life. It's about the power of belief and action working together. When you act as if you're the best, you're not being fake or inauthentic. You're giving yourself permission to be the fullest expression of who you really are. Think about the people you admire most. The ones who've achieved great things, who've made a difference in the world. Do you think they always felt confident? Do you think they never had doubts? Of course they did. But the difference is they acted in spite of those doubts. They acted as if they were capable of greatness, and in doing so, they became... Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, but isn't that just fake it till you make it? No, it's not. It's not about faking anything. It's about aligning your actions with your highest potential. It's about living from a place of possibility rather than limitation. When you act as if you're the best, you're not pretending. You're practicing. You're rehearsing for the role. You were born to play the role of your best self. And like any good actor, the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. The more you embody that role, the more it becomes who you are. Let's break this down into practical terms. What does it mean to act as if you're the best? It means carrying yourself with confidence even when you're nervous. It means speaking up in meetings even when you're afraid your idea might be shot down. It means pursuing your dreams even when others tell you they're unrealistic. It means treating yourself with kindness and respect even on days when you don't feel you deserve it. Acting as if you're the best doesn't mean being arrogant or dismissive of others. In fact, it's quite the opposite. When you truly believe in your own worth, you don't need to put others down to lift yourself up. You can celebrate the success of others because you know there's enough success to go around. You can be generous with your time and knowledge because you know your own well is deep. Now let's talk about the future, your future. Because believing in yourself isn't just about the present moment. It's about what you see possible for your life. When you act as if you're the best, you're declaring your faith in your future self. You're saying, I believe in who I am becoming. Imagine for a moment that you could meet your future self. The you that exists 5, 10, 20 years from now, what would that person be like? How would they carry themselves? What would they have accomplished? Now, here's the important question. How can you start being more like that person today? You see, your future self isn't some distant stranger. Your future self is created by the choices you make right now in this moment. Every time you choose to act with confidence, to pursue your dreams, to treat yourself with respect, you're building that future self. You're laying the foundation for the life you want to live. But here's the catch. You have to believe it's possible. You have to believe that you are worthy and capable of that future. Because if you don't believe it, why would you act on it? Why would you put in the work? Face the challenges. Push through the hard times if you don't truly believe you can achieve your dreams. This is where the magic happens. And when you believe in your future and act accordingly, you set powerful forces in motion. You start to notice opportunities you might have missed before. You attract people and experiences that align with your vision. You find the strength to persevere when things get tough. Let me give you another example. There was a man who dreamed of running his own business. He had a great idea, but he was stuck in a comfortable job. Every day he'd go to work, do his job well, and daydream about being an entrepreneur, but he never took action. Why? Because deep down he didn't believe he could actually do it. Then one day, he decided to try something different. He started acting as if he was already a successful business owner. He began networking not as an employee, but as a future CEO. He started reading books on entrepreneurship and attending business seminars. He even started dressing a little sharper, as if he was already leading board meetings. And you know what happened? People started treating him differently. They began to see him as a leader, as someone with potential. More importantly, he started seeing himself differently. The more he acted like a successful entrepreneur, the more he believed he could be one. And eventually, that belief gave him the courage to take the leap and start his own company. Now, was it all smooth sailing from there? Of course not. Starting a business is hard work. There were challenges, setbacks, moments of doubt, but because he had practiced acting as if he was successful, he had the resilience to push through. He trained himself to see possibilities where others saw problems. And today, he runs a thriving company that employs dozens of people. This story illustrates an important truth. Your beliefs shape your reality. When you believe in your future and act accordingly, you're not just hoping for success, you're actively creating it. You're aligning your thoughts, your words, and your actions with the future you want to create. But let's be clear, this isn't about positive thinking alone. Positive thinking is great, but it's not enough. You need positive action too. You need to put your beliefs into practice. You need to walk the walk, not just talk the talk. Think about it like this. If you believed you were a great public speaker, how would you prepare for a presentation? You'd practice your speech, wouldn't you? You'd research your topic thoroughly. You'd visualize yourself delivering the speech with confidence. You'd pay attention to your body language and tone of voice. In other words, you'd do all the things a great public speaker would do. And guess what? By doing those things, you become a better public speaker. Your actions, driven by your belief, would create real, tangible improvement. This is the power of acting as if you're the best. It's not about pretending. It's about practicing excellence until it becomes second nature. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but what if I fail? What if I act as if I'm the best and things don't work out? Well, let me ask you this. What if you don't try at all? What if you let your doubts and fears hold you back? Isn't that a kind of failure too? Here's the truth. You might fail. In fact, if you're pushing yourself to grow and achieve great things, you probably will fail at some point. But failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every great achiever has failed along the way. The difference is they didn't let failure define them. They saw it as a lesson, a stepping stone, a necessary part of the journey. When you act as if you're the best, you're not guaranteeing that everything will go perfectly. You're giving yourself permission to try, to learn, to grow. You're saying, I believe in myself enough to take this risk. And that belief, that courage to act, is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who only dream about achieving. Let's talk about fear for a moment. Fear is natural. It's part of being human. But too often we let fear dictate our actions. We let it keep us small, keep us safe, keep us from reaching for what we really want. But here's the thing. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is acting in spite of fear. When you act as if you're the best, you're not eliminating fear. You're choosing to act courageously in the face of fear. You're saying, I'm scared, but I'm doing this anyway. And every time you do that, you grow stronger. You build your courage muscle. You prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. Think about a time when you faced a fear and came out the other side. Maybe it was speaking in public or asking someone out on a date or trying something new. Remember how you felt afterwards? That sense of accomplishment, that boost in confidence? That's what happens when you act as if you're the best. You create evidence for your own capability. You build a track record of courage that you can draw on in the future. Now let's talk about the people around you. When you start acting as if you're the best, some people might not understand. They might question you, doubt you, even try to discourage you. This is normal. Change can be uncomfortable, not just for you, but for the people in your life who are used to you being a certain way. But here's what you need to remember. Their reaction is about them, not you. It's about their own fears, their own limiting beliefs. Don't let their doubts become your doubts. Instead, seek out people who believe in you, who support your growth, who inspire you to be your best self. Surround yourself with those who act as if they're the best, and you'll find it easier to do the same. This doesn't mean cutting people out of your life. It means being intentional about who you spend your time with and whose opinions you give weight to. It means being willing to be the one who inspires others to level up. Because when you act as if you're the best, you give others permission to do the same. Let's take a moment to visualize your future. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Imagine yourself 5 years from now living as your best self. What does your day look like? How do you carry yourself? What have you accomplished? How do you feel? Really immerse yourself in this vision. Make it as vivid and detailed as you can. Now open your eyes. That future version of you, they exist in potential right now. They're not some far-off possibility. They're a choice you can make in this moment. You can choose to act like that person today. You can choose to make decisions as if you were already that successful. Confident, accomplished version of yourself. This is the power of acting as if you're the best. It's not about pretending to be someone else. It's about choosing to be the highest version of yourself in each moment. It's about making choices that align with your potential, not your fears. It's about living from a place of possibility rather than limitation. Now, I want to address something important. Acting as if you're the best doesn't mean ignoring areas where you need to improve. In fact, it's quite the opposite. When you truly believe in your potential, you become more open to growth and learning. You're not afraid of constructive criticism because you know it's a tool for becoming even better. You seek out challenges because you know they'll help you grow. Think about the truly great achievers in any field. They're always learning, always improving. They act as if they're the best, not because they think they're perfect, but because they believe in their ability to keep getting better. They have what's called a growth mindset, the belief that their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. So when I say act as if you're the best, I'm not saying act as if you're perfect. I'm saying act as if you have unlimited potential for growth and improvement. Act as if every challenge is an opportunity to learn and become even better. This mindset is what will drive you to continually improve and achieve great things. Let's talk about goals for a moment. When you act as if you're the best, you naturally set bigger goals for yourself. You don't limit yourself based on what you think is realistic or what others tell you is possible. You dare to dream big because you believe in your ability to make those dreams a reality. But here's the key. It's not enough to just set big goals. You need to take consistent action towards those goals. And this is where acting as if you're the best becomes so powerful. Because when you truly believe in your potential, you're more likely to take the necessary actions to achieve your goals. You're more likely to push through obstacles, to keep going when things get tough, to do the work, even when you don't feel like it. Think about it this way. If you truly believed, that you could achieve anything you set your mind to, how would you approach your goals? You'd work harder, wouldn't you? You'd be more focused, more determined. You'd be willing to make sacrifices in the short term for long-term success. You'd be resilient in the face of setbacks because you'd know that they're just temporary obstacles on the path to your goals. This is the mindset of achievers. This is how people accomplish great things. They don't wait until they feel ready or until conditions are perfect. They start where they are with what they have, and they act as if success is inevitable. They know that action creates momentum, and momentum creates results. Now let's talk about something that often holds people back, the fear of what others might think. When you start acting as if you're the best, Some people might call you arrogant or say you're getting too big for your britches. But here's what you need to remember. Their opinion of you is none of your business. Your job is not to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Your job is to grow into the fullest expression of who you can be. When you act as if you're the best, you're not putting yourself above others. You're simply refusing to put yourself below your potential. You're choosing to honor the gifts and talents you've been given by using them fully. Think about the people you admire most, the ones who've made a real difference in the world. Do you think they achieved what they did by worrying about what others thought of them? Of course not. They focused on their vision, on their potential, on the impact they could make. They acted as if they were capable of greatness. And in doing so, they became great. You have that same potential within you. You have unique gifts, talents, and experiences that no one else in the world has in quite the same combination. When you act as if you're the best, you're honoring those gifts. You're saying to the world, I have something valuable to offer and I'm not going to hide it. Now let's talk about resilience, because when you start acting as if you're the best, life isn't suddenly going to become easy. You'll still face challenges, setbacks, and disappointments. But here's the difference. You'll face them with a different mindset. You'll face them as someone who believes in their ability to overcome, to learn, to grow stronger. Resilience isn't about never falling down. It's about always getting back up. When you act as if you're the best, you develop the kind of resilience that keeps you moving forward no matter what. You see setbacks as temporary. You see failures as lessons. You see challenges as opportunities to prove your strength and determination. Think about a time when you faced a major setback. How did you handle it? Did you let it define you, or did you use it as fuel to push harder? When you act as if you're the best, you choose the latter. You choose to see every experience, good or bad, as a chance to learn and grow. You choose to keep moving forward, keep pushing, keep believing in your ability to achieve your goals. This kind of resilience is like a superpower. It's what allows you to keep going when others would give up. It's what turns obstacles into stepping stones. It's what transforms setbacks into comebacks. And it all starts with how you see yourself as someone capable of overcoming any challenge. Let's talk about habits for a moment. Because acting as if you're the best isn't just about big dramatic actions. It's less about the small daily habits that shape your life. It's about how you start your day, how you talk to yourself, how you approach your work, how you treat others. These seemingly small actions add up over time to create the life you live and the person you become. When you act as if you're the best, you naturally adopt better habits. You take care of your health because you know your body is the vehicle for your success. You prioritize learning and growth because you know knowledge is power. You practice kindness and generosity because you know true success includes lifting others up. Think about the habits of highly successful people. They often wake up early, exercise regularly, read voraciously, set clear goals, and manage their time effectively. They do these things not because they're easy or always enjoyable, but because they align with their vision of being their best selves. Now, I'm not saying you need to adopt someone else's habits. What works for one person might not work for another. But I am saying you need to be intentional about your habits. Ask yourself, if I were living as my best self, what habits would I have? How would I spend my time? What would I prioritize? Then start acting as if you already have those habits. Don't wait until you feel ready or until conditions are perfect. Start now with what you have, where you are. Remember, you don't have to change everything overnight. Small, consistent actions over time lead to big results. Let's talk about mindset for a moment. When you act as if you're the best, you're adopting what psychologists call a growth mindset. This is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. It's the opposite of a fixed mindset, which believes that your qualities are carved in stone and can't be changed. A growth mindset is crucial for success because it keeps you open to learning and improvement. It helps you see challenges as opportunities rather than the threats. It allows you to bounce back from setbacks because you don't see them as permanent reflections of your worth or ability. When you act as if you're the best, you're constantly pushing the boundaries of what you think is possible. You're willing to try new things, to step out of your comfort zone, to take calculated risks. You know, that growth happens at the edge of your comfort zone, so you're willing to get uncomfortable in pursuit of your goals. Think about a skill you've mastered or an area where you've achieved success. Did you start out being the best? Probably not. You likely started as a beginner, made mistakes, learned, improved, and gradually got better over time. That's the growth mindset in action. And when you act as if you're the best, do you apply that same mindset to every area of your life? Now, let's address something important. Acting as if you're the best doesn't mean you never have doubts or insecurities. Everyone has moments of self-doubt, even the most successful people. The difference is in how you handle those moments. When you act as if you're the best, you don't let your doubts define you or hold you back. You acknowledge them, but you don't give them power over your actions. Instead, you focus on your strengths, your past successes, your potential for growth. You remind yourself of all the times you've overcome challenges in the past. Think of it like this. Doubts are like clouds passing across the sky of your mind. They might temporarily block the sun, but they don't make the sun disappear. Your potential, your worth, your ability to achieve great things, these are like the sun, always there, even when momentarily obscured by clouds of doubt. When you act as if you're the best, you're choosing to focus on the sun rather than the clouds. You're choosing to act based on your potential rather than your fears. And the amazing thing is, the more you do this, the more evidence you create for your own capability. Each time you push through doubt and take action, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than your fear. Let's talk about relationships for a moment. When you act as if you're the best, it changes how you interact with others. You become more confident, more authentic, more generous. You're not trying to prove yourself or compete with others. Instead, you're secure in your own worth and able to genuinely celebrate the success of others. This doesn't mean you become arrogant or dismissive of others, quite the opposite. When you truly believe in your own worth, you don't need to put others down to feel good about yourself. You can be genuinely happy for the success of others because you know there's enough success to go around. Think about the most inspiring people you know. Chances are they lift others up rather than tearing them down. They share their knowledge freely. They offer encouragement and support. They collaborate rather than compete. When you act as if you're the best, you naturally become this kind of person. Someone who makes others feel valued and inspired. Now, let's address a common misconception. Some people think that acting as if you're the best means always feeling confident and never having bad days. But that's not realistic or even desirable. We are human, and our emotions fluctuate. We all have days when we feel down or discouraged. The key is not to eliminate these feelings, but to learn how to act in spite of them. When you act as if you're the best, you're choosing to take positive action even on days when you don't feel your best. You're choosing to show up, to do the work, to keep moving towards your goals, even when you don't feel like it. This is where real growth happens. It's easy to take action when you're feeling motivated and confident. The real test of your commitment to your goals is what you do on the days when you don't feel motivated. When you act as if you're the best, you develop the discipline to keep going, even when it's hard. And that discipline is what turns dreams into reality. Let's talk about purpose for a moment. When you act as if you're the best, you're not just focused on personal success. You're also thinking about the impact you can have on the world. You're asking yourself, how can I use my talents and abilities to make a difference? How can I contribute to something larger than myself? This sense of purpose is incredibly powerful. It gives meaning to your efforts. It provides motivation on tough days. It helps you stay focused on what really matters when you're working towards something bigger than yourself. Setbacks and obstacles seem smaller in comparison. Think about the people who've made the biggest impact in the world. They didn't just stumble into greatness. They acted with purpose. They believed in their ability to make a difference, and they took consistent action towards that goal. When you act as if you're the best, you're following in their footsteps. You're saying, I have something valuable to offer the world, and I'm going to give it my all. Now, let's address something that often holds people back, the fear of success. It might sound strange, but many people subconsciously sabotage their own success because they're afraid of what it might mean. They worry about the responsibilities that come with success, or they fear they won't be able to handle it. When you act as if you're the best, you're facing this fear head on. You're saying, I am capable of handling success. I am worthy of great things. I can rise to any challenge that comes with achieving my goals. You're giving yourself permission to succeed, to shine, to make the most of your potential. Think about it this way. By holding yourself back, you're not just limiting your own life. You're also limiting the positive impact you could have on others. Your success could inspire others, create opportunities for others, make life better for others. When you act as if you're the best, you're not just doing it for yourself. You're doing it for all the people whose lives you could touch through your success. Let's talk about vision for a moment. When you act as if you're the best, you're not just focused on the present moment, you're also creating a compelling vision for your future. You're asking yourself, what do I want my life to look like in 5 years? In 10 years? What kind of impact do I want to have made? This vision acts like a magnet, pulling you towards your goals. It gives direction to your efforts. It helps you make decisions, set priorities, and stay focused on what really matters. When you have a clear vision of where you're going, it's easier to take the necessary steps to get there. Think about a time when you were really excited about a goal. Remember how that excitement energized you, how it made obstacles seem surmountable? That's the power of vision. When you act as if you're the best, you're tapping into that power every day. You're living from a place of possibility and potential rather than limitation. Now let's address something important, the role of gratitude. When you act as if you're the best, you're not just focused on what you want to achieve. You're also deeply appreciative of what you already have. You understand that gratitude and ambition can coexist. In fact, they fuel each other. Gratitude keeps you grounded. It reminds you of how far you've come. It helps you appreciate the journey, not just the destination. When you're grateful for what you have, you operate from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. You're more likely to take risks, to be generous, to lift others up along the way. Think about the most successful and fulfilled people you know. Chances are they're also deeply grateful people. They don't take their blessings for granted. They appreciate the opportunities they've had, the people who've helped them, the lessons they've learned along the way. When you act as if you're the best, you cultivate this same attitude of gratitude. Let's talk about the power of words for a moment. When you act as if you're the best, you become very mindful of the words you use, both when talking to others and when talking to yourself. You understand that words have power. They can create or destroy, inspire or discourage, heal or hurt. The way you talk to yourself is particularly important. Your internal dialogue shapes your beliefs, your actions, and ultimately your reality. When you act as if you're the best, you consciously choose words that empower and uplift you. You replace self-doubt with self-belief, criticism with encouragement, limitation with possibility. Think about how you talk to yourself when you face a challenge. Do you say things like, I can't do this, or this is too hard? Or do you say, I can figure this out, or this is an opportunity to grow? When you act as if you're the best, you choose the latter. You use words that reinforce your belief in your own potential. Now let's address something crucial, the importance of action. All the positive thinking, all the visualization, all the affirmations in the world won't make a difference if you don't take action. When you act as if you're the best, you understand this. You know that belief without action is just wishful thinking. So you take consistent, purposeful action towards your goals. You don't wait for perfect conditions or until you feel completely ready. You start where you are with what you have. You understand that action creates momentum. Think about any skill you've mastered or any goal you've achieved. Did you get there by thinking about it or by doing it? Of course, it was by doing it. When you act as if you're the best, you become a doer. You turn your dreams into plans and your plans into action. Let's talk about failure for a moment. When you act as if you're the best, your relationship with failure changes. You stop seeing failure as something to be feared or avoided at all costs. Instead, you see it as a necessary part of the journey. You understand that every failure is an opportunity to learn, to grow. This doesn't mean you seek out failure or celebrate it, but it does mean you're not paralyzed by the fear of it. You're willing to take calculated risks because you know that's where growth happens. You're resilient in the face of setbacks because you know they're not the end of the story. They're just plot twists in your journey to success. Think about any great achiever in history. Did they succeed at everything they tried? Of course not. They failed many times. But they didn't let those failures define them or stop them. They learned, they adjusted, they kept going. When you act as if you're the best, you adopt this same mindset. Now, let's address something important: the power of patience. When you act as if you're the best, you understand that real, lasting success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent effort over time. You're willing to play the long game. You understand that the most worthwhile goals often take time to achieve. This patience doesn't mean passivity. It doesn't mean sitting back and waiting for success to come to you. It means taking consistent action day after day, even when you don't see immediate results. It means trusting in the process, believing that your efforts will pay off in time. Think about any skill you've mastered or any significant goal you've achieved. Did it happen instantly, or was it the result of consistent effort over time? When you act as if you're the best, you bring this same patience and persistence to all your endeavors. Let's talk about the power of focus. When you act as if you're the best, you become very intentional about where you direct your energy and attention. You understand that what you focus on expands. So you choose to focus on possibilities rather than problems, on solutions rather than obstacles, on what you can control rather than what you can't. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or living in denial. It means approaching challenges with a solution-oriented mindset. It means looking for opportunities even in difficult situations. It means directing your energy towards what you can change rather than wasting it on what you can't. Think about a time when you were fully focused on achieving a goal. Remember how that focus sharpened your perception? How it helped you notice opportunities you might have otherwise missed? When you act as if you're the best, you bring that level of focus to everything you do. Now let's address something crucial: the importance of continuous learning. When you act as if you're the best, you never stop learning. You understand that in our rapidly changing world, the ability to learn and adapt is perhaps the most valuable skill you can have. This doesn't mean you have to be in formal education all the time. It means being curious, being open to new ideas, being willing to question your assumptions. It means seeing every experience, good or bad, as an opportunity to learn something new. Think about the most successful people in any field. Are they know-it-alls or are they continuous learners? When you act as if you're the best, you adopt this mindset of continuous learning. You're always looking for ways to grow, to improve, to expand your understanding. Let's talk about the power of your environment. When you act as if you're the best, you become very intentional about the environment you create for yourself. You understand that your environment, the people you spend time with, the information you consume, the places you frequent, has a huge impact on your thoughts, your actions, and ultimately your results. So you consciously create an environment that supports your growth and success. You surround yourself with positive, supportive people who believe in you and challenge you to be your best. You seek out information and experiences that expand your mind and inspire you to grow. Think about a time when you were in an environment that really brought out the best in you. Maybe it was a particular job or a class or a group of friends. Remember how that environment energized you, how it inspired you to push yourself? When you act as if you're the best, you work to create that kind of environment for yourself every day. Now let's address something important: the power of service. When you act as if you're the best, you understand that true fulfillment comes not just from personal achievement, but from making a positive difference in the lives of others. You look for ways to use your talents, your knowledge, your resources to serve others and contribute to the greater good. This doesn't mean sacrificing your own goals or well-being. It means finding ways to align your personal success with service to others. It means asking yourself, how can my success create value for others? How can I use my talents to make a positive impact? Think about the people who've had the biggest positive impact on your life. Chances are they were people who in some way served or supported you. When you act as if you're the best, you strive to be that kind of person for others. You understand that by lifting others up, you also lift yourself up. Let's talk about the power of authenticity. When you act as if you're the best, you're not trying to be someone else. You're striving to be the best version of yourself. You understand that your uniqueness is your strength. You don't need to compare yourself to others or try to fit into someone else's mold of success. This authenticity is powerful. It allows you to connect more deeply with others. It helps you stand out in a world of conformity. It allows you to tap into your true passions and strengths. When you're authentic, you're not wasting energy trying to be someone you're not. Instead, you're channeling all your energy into being the best version of who you truly are. Think about the people who inspire you most. Are they people who are trying to be like everyone else, or are they people who are unapologetically themselves? When you act as if you're the best, you give yourself permission to be fully, authentically you. Now let's address something crucial: the power of choice. When you act as if you're the best, you fully embrace the power of choice. You understand that at every moment you have the power to choose your thoughts, your actions, your reactions. You're not a passive victim of circumstances, but an active creator of your life. This understanding is incredibly empowering. It means that no matter what situation you find yourself in, you always have a choice in how you respond. You can choose to see challenges as opportunities. You can choose to learn from setbacks. You can choose to keep moving forward even when things are tough. Think about a time when you made a difficult but empowering choice. Maybe you chose to leave a comfortable but unfulfilling job to pursue your passion. Maybe you chose to end a toxic relationship and prioritize your well-being. Remember how that choice, though difficult, set you on a new and better path? When you act as if you're the best, you make these empowering choices every day. Let's talk about the power of now. When you act as if you're the best, you understand the importance of being present in the moment. You know that the past is gone and the future isn't here yet. The only moment you can truly act in is now. This focus on the present doesn't mean you ignore the lessons of the past or the possibilities of the future. It means you bring your full attention and energy to what you're doing right now. It means you're fully engaged in your life as it's happening, not lost in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. Think about a time when you were fully present in the moment. Maybe while playing a sport or creating art or having a deep conversation with a friend. Remember how alive you felt, how clear your mind was, how effortlessly you perform. When you act as if you're the best, you bring that level of presence to everything you do. Now let's address something important: the power of forgiveness. When you act as if you're the best, you understand the importance of forgiveness, both forgiving others and forgiving yourself. You know that holding on to anger, resentment, or guilt only holds you back. It's like carrying a heavy weight that slows you down on your journey to success. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful actions or forgetting important lessons. It means freeing yourself from the negative emotions that can hold you back. It means choosing to let go of the past so you can fully embrace the present and future. Think about a time when you forgave someone or yourself for a past mistake. Remember how freeing it felt, how it lifted a weight off your shoulders? When you act as if you're the best, you practice this kind of forgiveness regularly. You choose to release what no longer serves you so you can move forward unburdened. Let's talk about the power of imagination. When you act as if you're the best, you tap into the incredible power of your imagination. You understand that everything that exists in the world was first imagined by someone. Your ability to imagine new possibilities is the first step in creating them. This doesn't mean living in a fantasy world or ignoring reality. It means using your imagination as a tool to envision new possibilities, to solve problems creatively, to see beyond current limitations. It means asking what if, and allowing yourself to explore the answers without immediately dismissing them as impossible. Think about any great inventor or innovator. They didn't just accept the world as it was, they imagined how it could be different, better. When you act as if you're the best, you cultivate this same power of imagination. You allow yourself to dream big, and then you take action to turn those dreams into reality. Now, let's address something crucial: the power of self-care. When you act as if you're the best, you understand the importance of taking care of yourself. You know that you can't pour from an empty cup. You prioritize your physical health, your mental well-being, your emotional balance. This isn't selfish. It's necessary. When you take care of yourself, you have more energy, more resilience, more to give to others and to your goals. Self-care isn't just about pampering yourself, although that can be part of it. It's about doing what you need to do to be at your best. Think about a time when you really took care of yourself. Maybe you took a much-needed vacation, or started a regular exercise routine, or set healthy boundaries in a relationship. Remember how that improved your overall well-being and performance in other areas of your life? When you act as if you're the best, you make self-care a non-negotiable part of your life. Let's talk about the power of curiosity. And when you act as if you're the best, you cultivate a sense of wonder about the world. You're curious about how things work, about other people's perspectives, about new ideas and experiences. This curiosity keeps you learning, growing, and seeing the world with fresh eyes. Curiosity is a powerful antidote to boredom, complacency, and narrow-mindedness. It pushes you to ask questions, to explore, to challenge your assumptions. It keeps your mind active and engaged, always ready to learn something new. Think about a child's natural curiosity, how they're always asking why and eager to explore their world. When you act as if you're the best, you recapture some of that childlike wonder. You approach life with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Now let's address something important, the power of integrity. When you act as if you're the best, you understand the importance of aligning your actions with your values. You know, that true success isn't just about achieving external goals, but about being able to look yourself in the mirror and feel proud of who you are and how you've conducted yourself. Integrity isn't always easy. Sometimes it means making tough choices, speaking uncomfortable truths, or standing up for what's right even when it's not popular, but it's essential for long-term success and fulfillment. When you act with integrity, you build trust with others, and, just as importantly, think about someone you deeply respect. Chances are one of the qualities you admire in them is their integrity, their consistency between what they say and what they do. When you act as if you're the best, you strive to embody this same quality. You make choices based on your values, not just on what's easy or convenient. Let's talk about the power of connection. When you act as if you're the best, you understand that no one succeeds alone. You value your relationships with family, friends, colleagues, mentors. You know that these connections provide support, inspiration, different perspectives. And this doesn't mean you're dependent on others for your success. It means you recognize the value of community and collaboration. You're willing to both give and receive support. You understand that by lifting others up, you also rise. Think about any significant achievement in your life. Chances are there were people who supported you, encouraged you, or in some way contributed to your success. When you act as if you're the best, you nurture these connections. You express gratitude for the support you receive, and you look for ways to support others in return. Now let's address something crucial, the power of belief. When you act as if you're the best, you harness the incredible power of belief. You understand that what you believe about yourself and what's possible for you has a profound impact on what you actually... This doesn't mean you can achieve anything just by believing it. But it does mean that your beliefs shape your actions and your actions shape your results. When you believe in your ability to learn, to grow, to overcome challenges, you're much more likely to take the actions that lead to success. Think about a time when you accomplished something you initially thought was beyond your capabilities. What changed? Often, it's not just your skills that improve, but your beliefs about what you could do. When you act as if you're the best, you consciously cultivate beliefs that empower you and support your growth. Let's talk about the power of resilience. When you act as if you're the best, you develop an unshakable resilience. You understand that setbacks, failures, and challenges are not just inevitable, but they're essential parts of the journey to success. They're opportunities to learn, to grow stronger, to refine your approach. Resilience doesn't mean you never feel discouraged or frustrated. It means you don't let these feelings stop you. You feel them, you acknowledge them, but then you choose to keep moving forward anyway. You understand that your ability to bounce back from setbacks is often more important than your ability to avoid them. Think about any great success story. Behind the scenes, there are always setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. What sets successful people apart is not that they avoid these challenges, but that they persist through them. When you act as if you're the best, you cultivate this same resilience. You commit to your goals not just when things are easy, but especially when they're hard. Now let's address something important, the power of adaptability. When you act as if you're the best, you understand the importance of being able to adapt to change. In our rapidly changing world, the ability to adjust your approach, learn new skills, and embrace new ways of thinking is crucial. This doesn't mean you abandon your core values or long-term vision. It means you're flexible in how you pursue them. You're willing to let go of strategies that aren't working and try new approaches. You see change not as a threat, but as an opportunity to grow and improve. Think about how the most successful businesses and individuals have navigated major changes in technology, society, or the economy. They didn't just survive these changes, they found ways to thrive amidst them. When you act as if you're the best, you cultivate the same adaptability. You stay committed to your goals while remaining flexible about how you achieve them. Let's talk about the power of gratitude. When you act as if you're the best, you cultivate a deep sense of gratitude. You appreciate not just the big successes, but the small blessings in your daily life. You're thankful for the opportunities you have, the lessons you've learned, the people who support you. This gratitude isn't just a feel-good exercise. It has real power to transform your life. When you're grateful, you're more positive, more resilient, more open to opportunities. You operate from a mindset of abundance rather than you're more likely to see the good in your life and in others. Think about a time when you felt deeply grateful. Remember how that feeling changed your perspective, how it energized you, how it made you want to make the most of what you had? When you act as if you're the best, you cultivate this attitude of gratitude every day. You make a habit of noticing and appreciating the good in your life. Now let's address something crucial, the power of purpose. When you act as if you're the best, you're driven by a sense of purpose larger than yourself. You understand that true fulfillment comes not just from achieving personal success, but from contributing to something greater than yourself. This doesn't mean you have to save the world single-handedly. Your purpose could be to be the best parent you can be, to create art that moves people, to solve problems in your community, to advance knowledge in your field. What matters is that you feel your life and work have meaning and make a positive difference. Think about a time when you felt truly fulfilled. Not just successful, but like you were doing something that really mattered. Remember how that sense of purpose energized you, how it helped you push through challenges? When you act as if you're the best, you connect with this sense of purpose every day. You align your actions with your values and your vision for a better world. Let's talk about the power of self-respect. When you act as if you're the best, you cultivate a deep sense of self-respect. You treat yourself with the same kindness, consideration, and respect that you would offer to someone you deeply admire. You set healthy boundaries, you honor your needs, you speak to yourself with encouragement rather than criticism. This self-respect isn't about being arrogant or thinking you're better than others. It's about recognizing your inherent worth as a human being. It's about honoring your potential and treating yourself in a way that supports your growth and well-being. Think about how you treat someone you deeply respect, how you listen to them, how you speak to them, how you consider their needs and feelings. When you act as if you're the best, you extend this same respect to yourself. You become your own best ally and supporter. Now let's address something important, the power of commitment. When you act as if you're the best, you understand the importance of full commitment to your goals and values. You don't just dip your toes in the water, you dive in full. You don't just try. You commit to doing whatever it takes within ethical bounds to achieve your goals. This commitment doesn't mean you never have doubts or moments of weakness. It means that even when you do, you choose to recommit to your path. You understand that commitment is not a one-time decision, but a choice you make every day through your action. Think about a time when you were fully committed to a goal or a project. Remember how that commitment gave you energy, how it helped you push through obstacles, how it attracted support and resources. When you act as if you're the best, you bring this level of commitment to everything that truly matters to you. Let's talk about the power of vulnerability. When you act as if you're the best, you understand that true strength includes the courage to be vulnerable. You're not afraid to admit when you don't know something, to ask for help when you need it, to show your authentic self to the world. This vulnerability isn't weakness. It's a sign of self-assurance and authenticity. It allows you to connect more deeply with others to learn and grow more fully, to live more wholeheartedly. When you're willing to be vulnerable, you open yourself up to new experiences, deeper relationships, and greater personal growth. Think about a time when you allowed yourself to be vulnerable. Maybe you shared a fear with a friend or admitted a mistake at work or tried something new even though you might fail. Remember how that vulnerability, though scary, led to growth or deeper connections? When you act as if you're the best, you cultivate this courage to be vulnerable. You understand that it's not about being perfect, but about being authentically you. Now let's address something crucial, the power of choice. When you act as if you're the best, you fully embrace the power of choice. You understand that in every moment, you have the power to choose your thoughts, your actions, your reactions. You're not a passive victim of circumstances, but an active creator of your life. This understanding is incredibly empowering. It means that no matter what situation you find yourself in, you always have a choice in how you respond. You can choose to see challenges as opportunities. You can choose to learn from setbacks. You can choose to keep moving forward even when things are tough. Think about a time when you made a difficult but empowering choice. Maybe you chose to leave a comfortable but unfulfilling job to pursue your passion. Maybe you chose to end a toxic relationship and prioritize your well-being. Remember how that choice, though difficult, set you on a new and better path? When you act as if you're the best, you make these empowering choices every day. Let's talk about the power of vision. When you act as if you're the best, you have a clear vision of what you want to create in your life and in the world. This vision isn't just a vague hope or wish. It's a vivid, compelling picture of the future you're committed to creating. Your vision acts like a North Star, guiding your decisions and actions. It gives you direction when you're unsure, motivation when you're tired, courage when you're afraid. It helps you stay focused on what really matters rather than getting distracted by short-term obstacles or temptations. Think about a time when you were inspired by a powerful vision, maybe for your career, your relationships, or a project you were passionate about. Remember how that vision energized you, how it helped you overcome obstacles, how it attracted support and resource. When you act as if you're the best, you cultivate and connect with your vision every day. You let it guide your choices and inspire your actions. Now let's address something important. The power of action. When you act as if you're the best, you understand that all the positive thinking, all the visualization, all the planning in the world doesn't mean anything without action. You know that it's through action that you turn your dreams into reality, your potential into achievement. This doesn't mean you're always busy or that you never take time to reflect and plan. It means that you don't get stuck in planning or dreaming. You take consistent, purposeful action towards your goals. You understand that action creates momentum, and momentum is powerful. Think about any significant achievement in your life. It didn't happen just by thinking about it or wishing for it. It happened because you took action. Probably many small actions over time. When you act as if you're the best, you cultivate this bias towards action. You don't wait for perfect conditions or until you feel completely ready. You start where you are with what you have and you keep moving forward. Let's talk about the power of persistence. When you act as if you're the best, you understand that most worthwhile achievements don't happen overnight. They're the result of consistent effort over time. You're willing to persist, to keep going, even when progress seems slow or obstacles seem insurmountable. This persistence isn't about stubbornly sticking to a failing strategy. It's about staying committed to your goal while being flexible about how you achieve it. It's about getting up one more time than you fall down. It's about seeing setbacks not as failures, but as feedback that helps you adjust your approach. Think about any great success story in business, in sports, in the arts, in any field. Behind that success, you'll always find persistence, the willingness to keep going, to keep learning, to keep trying even in the face of setbacks and challenges. When you act as if you're the best, you cultivate this same persistence. You commit to your goals not just for a day or a week, but for as long as it takes to achieve them. Now, let's address something crucial, the power of love. When you act as if you're the best, you understand that love is not just a feeling, but a force that can transform your life and the world around you. This isn't just romantic love, but love in its broadest sense. Compassion, kindness, empathy, goodwill, towards yourself and others. This love isn't weak or passive. It's a powerful force that can drive you to achieve great things, to overcome seemingly impossible obstacles, to make a positive difference in the world. When you act from a place of love for yourself, love for others, love for your work, you tap into a wellspring of strengths and inspiration. Think about a time when you were motivated by love. Maybe you worked tirelessly to help someone you cared about, or you poured your heart into a project you were passionate about. Remember how that love gave you energy, courage, and perseverance? When you act as if you're the best, you cultivate this power of love in all areas of your life. Let's talk about the power of now. When you act as if you're the best, you understand that the present moment is all you ever really have. The past is gone. The future hasn't arrived yet. Your power to act, to create, to make a difference exists in this moment right now. This focus on the present doesn't mean you ignore the lessons of the past or the possibilities of the future. It means you bring your full attention and energy to what you're doing right now. It means you're fully engaged in your life as it's happening, not lost in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. Think about a time when you were fully present in the moment, maybe while engaged in a favorite activity or having a deep conversation with a friend or experiencing something beautiful in nature. Remember how alive you felt, how clear your mind was, how time seemed to both stand still and fly by? When you act as if you're the best, you bring that quality of presence to everything you do. Now, as we bring this journey to a close, I want you to remember this. You have within you right now at this very moment everything you need to be the best version of yourself. You have the power to choose, to act, to persevere. You have the ability to love, to create, to make a difference. Acting as if you're the best isn't about pretending or putting on a show. It's about aligning your actions with your highest potential. It's about honoring the gifts you've been given by using them fully. It's about showing up in the world as the person, deep down you can be. Will it be easy? No. Will there be challenges and setbacks along the way? Absolutely. But remember, those challenges are not obstacles to your journey. They are part of your journey. They're opportunities to learn, to grow, to become even stronger and more resilient. So I challenge you, so from this moment forward, act as if you're the best. Act as if you're capable of achieving your dreams because you are. Act as if you have something valuable to offer the world because you do. Act as if your actions can make a positive difference because they can. Don't wait for someone else to give you permission. Don't wait until you feel completely ready or until conditions are perfect. Start now, right where you are with what you have. Take that first step, then the next, then the next. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. We're all in this together, all striving to be our best selves, all working to create a better world. So lift others up as you rise. Share your light, your knowledge, your love. Because when you act as if you're the best, you inspire others to do the same. You have a unique combination of talents, experiences, and perspectives that no one else in the world has. The world needs what you have to offer. So offer it boldly, generously, joyfully. Act as if you're the best, not out of arrogance, but out of a deep respect for the potential within you. Act as if you're the best, not to prove anything to anyone else, but to fully express who you truly are. Act as if you're the best, not because you're perfect, but because you're perfectly capable of growth, of learning, of becoming more than you are right now. This is your life, and this is your moment. This is your opportunity to shine. So shine brightly. Act as if you're the best because in your own unique way you are. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness. What are you waiting for? The time is now. You are ready. You are capable. You are worthy. Go forth and be the best version of yourself. The world needs you. Thank you.